Hello there, beautiful people. Martin Pavey here, reporting from the community orchard. Not many apples at the moment, but there will be some very, very soon, because as you can see, it's starting to get a little bit brighter each time that I record out here. But what I want to talk about today is bringing the personality back. But before I do that, please do like, subscribe, and share to spread this important message. When I go onto Twitter, and Twitter especially, what you see is a lot of anodyne, very generic responses and tweets, and there are a lot of people on Twitter, but amazingly there'll be somebody who's put an absolutely enormous amount of effort into putting together a really fantastic thread, or just something really interesting, something quite informative, deep, meaningful, and then literally underneath it somebody will put "nice post, bro." And it's just it's too easy, it's too, I don't even know what the word is, it's too half-hearted, and you sort of look at it, and what you suddenly realize is that obviously a lot of those accounts aren't actually true. They're bots, and they're fake accounts, and they're auto-respond messages, all this kind of stuff. So you want to bring the personality. If you really want to stand out in life, then you have to put yourself out there. You have to be brave enough, to actually say what it is that you really mean, and say it in a way that's you. So the best advice that I've heard, and that I follow as much as I possibly can, actually, is, well, post as if you're speaking in real life. Speak in your real voice. Use the language that you would use. But also, I've been toing and froing with various projects and strategies of how to actually relate myself online and make myself relatable. And obviously one of the best ways to do that is to share what you do on a daily basis. It's why I like to record the videos outdoors, so that you can see different views of where I live, get a better impression, and show what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. That's the way to build trust. It's the way to build authentic relationships as much as you can online. It's a bit of a misnomer. People constantly saying, "Oh, how do I get myself out there?" Well, you be yourself. And the key to that is really sitting down, finding a quiet corner, and asking yourself the serious questions. What do I want? Who am I? What matters to me? What excites me? Can I set boundaries? Am I willing to put time aside for myself? When will be a good time to make a big difference in my life? Well, now. And it eludes a lot of people because they're terrified that they don't know the answers, and that's okay. And in honesty, all you have to really do is go out there and start experimenting, see what works. And people talk a lot, I see this a lot, people talk a lot about mistakes and errors and failure. I honestly just don't see it that way. There are moments where I kind of think, how am I going to get through this little scrape, or what will happen if I do this? There are moments, but then I think, well, just go ahead and do it anyway. Be brave, be confident, be bold, and don't be afraid to be controversial. Express yourself openly. And there are risks associated with everything in life, but the biggest risk is not being yourself. The biggest risk is not actually giving things a genuine go. You've got all this opportunity at your fingertips, and it would be a terrible waste, not to exploit that, not to express yourself in an open and honest way, and just see what happens. That's the adventure in life, actually. That's what makes life interesting, bringing the personality back and not being generic, not being boring, not just saying what other people say, or not really putting the effort in. And there are some times it can feel like a real effort to put yourself out there, but the reason for that is because you keep telling yourself, oh God, this is such hard work, this is such an effort, why isn't this working for me immediately? You have to invest time and patience in things. Sounds like a weird thing to say, investing patience, but the results aren't necessarily going to come immediately, but they will certainly come quicker if you actually get started. Because if you don't put yourself out there, if you don't start having conversations with people, if you don't ask the serious questions in life, then you're going to be waiting forever, and you're going to waste the greatest years of your life, the greatest opportunities that you might expose yourself to. You never know what's out there. You never know. You know, just not that long ago, I just was wandering out on a walk and ended up chatting with somebody, exchanging numbers, completely random. It's not random. It's because you put yourself out there that these wonderful things can happen to you. So believe in yourself. Ask yourself what it is that you want. If you're willing to form boundaries, to say, yes, that's good, or no, I don't want that. And put time aside for yourself to do the things that you love, and share it. Share it. Start building communities. Use the technology for what it was originally intended for, social media. Because you can meet anybody. My therapist lives in America. I've never met him in person. And yet we have a fantastic relationship built on trust. And he helps me in fantastic ways, mostly just by listening, and when it's necessary, to actually give me really solid advice that's heartfelt. And that's the power for me of social media, of being able to connect people who otherwise would never have been able to meet. It's very, very powerful. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe and share to spread this important message, and leave me any comments below about future videos that you'd like to hear. See you next time. Ciao for now.